So here's the thing you really need to know.
After a guy dumps us, a lot of women tend to ask why. Why did he disappear? Why now? Why like this? We were so good together. Why didn't he stick around to see? And I'm no different. So after one of my breakups, I literally Googled, why did he disappear? And I found lots of answers. YouTube's articles, usually from men, actually correcting only from men, saying, I'm a guy, I know why he did it. But after watching and reading all this information, what I came to realize is they all say the exact same thing. The reason the guy left is because he wasn't a good enough match for you. So you just need to get over it and find a new guy that would be a much better match for you. Now, they're totally right, and I totally agree with them. The good match for us, the one that actually works, is the one that's going to stick around. However, their answer did not make me feel better. I don't know about you, but even after hearing that the guy that just dumped me was not the best for me, I was still sad, annoyed, depressed, angry, etc., etc., etc. So here is what you do need to know. It is going to be tough. A breakup is very similar to any loss, and there's a process of grieving that we go through. So just telling us to get over it is not necessarily going to help. We need to prepare ourselves for a period in which we might feel really sad, really angry, hate, depression. All of these emotions are going to surface, and they're actually natural and healthy. It means we are not denying what happens. It means we are a human being with emotions that need to process them. Now, how long it's gonna last, we don't know. Some people think that the longer the relationship was, the longer the process is gonna take. I beg to differ. Actually, what I found is the more you deeply loved that person being in your life when you separated, the longer it's going to take. For example, you could be with someone for 25 years, but the last few years were horrible, you hated each other's guts. You know what? Getting over that relationship will probably take less than getting over a relationship that only lasts in a couple of years, even just a few months, but at the time of separation, you were completely in love and completely loving what you had together. So now what? First thing, you really need to allow yourself the grieving process. So as I mentioned before, there's lots of emotions. Some of them will be really strong, and some of them will make you feel like there's no point in living. There's no point in trying to find a new love. It's totally fine. The process will actually be easier and quicker if you allow yourself to process these emotions. So don't tell yourself it's bad. It's actually healthy. The thing that will help you most probably is to remind yourself every time you feel like it's the most horrible thing, just remind yourself that these feelings will pass. And at the other end, you will feel happy again. The second advice I want to give you is to treat the breakup like rehab. So Helen Fisher is a very famous researcher, and she found that people in love, their brain have a similar pattern like those that are addicted to substance. So when you're going through a breakup, it's a really good idea to completely stop any contact with your subject of addiction, which is your ex. In some cases, I would even recommend deleting their photos from your phone. Stop following on social media. Anything that might trigger those emotions and make you want to have them back. The last thing that helped me a lot personally in my most recent breakup was actually taking ownership of those things that I did wrong in our relationship. It is very similar to asking why, but at the same time, taking ownership means that I'm responsible for this. And I know, and I'm hoping I'm not going to do the same mistake in my next relationship, which hopefully is going to last forever. I hope this video helped. I know it probably didn't answer why the guy disappeared, but remember, you will never actually know. What you can do is learn how to deal with tough emotions that will pop up, how to increase your chances of getting over the addiction, and taking ownership of the things you could do better in the next relationship.